isn't that heartbreaking? To be surrounded by people who make you feel alone? If your friends are like this, you need to find some better friends. It may not be your belly, but it's not your belly, you have fewer options, but here's what you can do. Seek out those who are willing to accept you and affirm you before they try to fix you. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Those who affirm you and accept me for who you are before they go trying to fix me. Seek out those who will embrace you in spite of your faults. Because can I tell y'all something? You may not know this, so listen. All of us got faults. You may try to act like you've never done anything. But I want to tell you right now, you're a lie and the truth ain't in you. Yes, you messed up. I messed up. Y'all ain't nobody judging me. I need somebody to help me. God should have kicked me to the curb a long time ago. I'm telling you, God should have just kicked me to the curb. But he still saw some potential in me. And that's why I'm still standing here right now. Not on my own strength, but by the grace of God. I said by the grace of God, he still loves me in spite of me. And I'm going to go out on a limb right here. I'm going on a limb. Look, these people do exist, those who will affirm you and who love you in spite of your faults. These people do exist. They do. It may seem like they don't exist, but they exist. And I'm going to go further out. They exist right here in this fellowship. I'm going to go further. There are people here in this room. I'm claiming it in the name of Jesus. People here in this room who are ready to be this kind of friend for you. And who need you to be that kind of friend for them. They need you to be a friend that will accept you rather than trying to fix you. And in spite of your fault, they will embrace you. I believe there are some people in this room who will do that. I believe they still exist. They still exist. I said they still exist. And Solomon said it like this in Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 19. He said, two are better than one. Because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up. But pity the man who falls and has no one to pick him up. Maybe you find yourself today in that situation where you say, that's me. Seems like I got nobody to pick me up. Well, the first step in the right direction is to say to yourself this: I'm ready to be that one. I'm ready to be that one. I'm going to start loving people and accepting them and affirming them. That's what I'm going to do with my life from this point on. Although I'm the one who needs somebody to love me and to affirm me. Look, I'm going to start treating people like I want to be treated. Without reservation. I'm going to ask God to bring into my life the people that I need. Ooh, I'm going to do that sincerely. Lord, bring into my life the people that I need. You ought to pray that prayer right now. Lord, bring into my life the people that I really need. Those who will accept me with unconditional love and acceptance. We need it. And we need to extend that to somebody else. Well, let me move on. Point number 3. Since it goes to count points. That's what I got to have. We need to choose a circle of influence. So, acceptance now. Influence. I had to use influence. I tried to leave it out, but that I thought about it. In recent years, a new term has worked its way into the vernacular called influencer. Social media influencer. A social media influencer is someone who has somehow become famous for being famous. And has built a large following online, usually on Instagram. And now he has the ability to influence certain people to buy certain products, or to listen to certain bands, or to attend certain events. Celebrity influencers are nothing new. A great deal of advertising is built on the idea that you drink this cola, this particular movie star also drinks this cola, so you need to drink this cola. Now, Little John got a sandwich. Did I say Little John? Little John? Like, come on, Billy, what happened? What's up with that? Little John. There are influencers who will influence you to vote for this candidate, vote for that candidate, and you need to have this public opinion. And if a certain celebrity says it, that you should, we jump right on it. But I'm just going to tell you something. That's not good. We don't want to make choices in life and draw conclusions based on what famous people think. You want to be selective. Selective in who you allow to influence your thoughts. Selective in who you allow to influence your ideas. Selective in who you allow to influence your behavior. You want to be intentional in how you choose those who will influence you, those whose example you will follow. Obviously, the key influencer is Jesus. It's what he said and what he did should be the guiding light behind all of our decisions. Matter of fact, Jesus said it like this. He said in John 13:15, I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you. Certainly Jesus needs to be front and center of our circle of influence. But there are others whose example we can follow as well. In his letter to the church at Corinth, Paul said it like this: follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. Imitate me as I imitate Christ. And this is what we need to look for in the example we follow. That this person demonstrated the qualities and the character of Jesus Christ. Do I see the presence of God in this? Let me put it another way. Do I see the presence of God in this person's action? Or they can talk about God, but do I see the presence of God in their action? What can they do when the pressure is put on them? There are people who you want to choose as influencers, role models, even to the point of imitation. Just like Elijah and Elisha, Paul and Timothy. I'm talking about choosing people who have the wisdom to speak into your life and give you guidance on matters that are most important. In order for us to be rightly connected to others in the way to support our spiritual growth, we need to ask ourselves, who are my influences? Who's really influencing me? Who do I listen to? Whose opinion do I value? Whose example do I seek to follow? Do I have an example? Positive example? So with that, we need to establish a circle of accountability. I had to roll right off of that. Now, get this one. Everybody must be accountable to someone. But you can't be accountable to everybody. There are limits and levels to accountability. Let me put it this way. We want our children to learn to recognize and respect proper authority, right? Especially coming up in the South, look, oh yeah, you're gonna respect proper authority. But can I tell you something? We want our children to learn this, but as adults, we need to learn to do the same thing. Respect and recognize proper authority. Because if you don't recognize it, guess what? You're not going to get it either. So we can't teach our children this if we're not doing it ourselves. Now, let me get this right. Not everybody's your boss. But your boss, you need to respect him. Not everybody can tell you what to do. But you do need a structure of accountability. Not only in your professional life, but in your personal life. Romans 14:12 said, so then each of us will give an account of ourselves to God. Yeah? He's the one we all got the answer to, okay? Ultimately, we all got the answer to God. Just remember that. Whatever you do, whatever you say, it's not a hill of beans to me. You got the answer to God. Okay? And as we travel through this pilgrim land, we need to establish a relationship with trustworthy individuals who have the freedom to call us out when necessary and give corrections when we need it. And you need to select those individuals just like you select the church with care. You need to select friends with care. You need to select role models with care. And you want to select with care those to whom you are accountable. And here's the reason why. Paul said this in the book of Galatians 6:1. You need to know this. Somebody forgot this. This is very basic stuff. This is basic stuff. Listen, but here's what it said. Brothers and sisters, this is NIV version. If someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. But watch yourself. Or you also may be tempted. You also may be caught up. Are you going to go through the same thing? You better be careful how you treat people when they're down. And notice what it says in the translation. Other translations said it like this. You who are spiritual should restore that person. Notice it's spiritual. The qualifier is spiritual maturity. You can't show nobody what to do if you're not spiritual mature yourself. I know for a fact, some of you were babies when I got here, you're still babies. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I'm like, Lord, what kind of sermons I've been preaching? I know I've sung a lot, I hooped a lot, I hollered a lot, but Lord, I need to really speak into somebody's life because they hadn't grown at all. Still baby, the same thing still get on your skin. Jesus warned against He warned against this, and I've told you this before. Those who want to point out respect in someone else's eye while they ignore the plank in their own eye. That's not what this is all about, y'all. It's about allowing yourself to be held to a higher standard by those who also hold themselves to a higher standard. You can't hold me to a higher standard if you're not holding yourself to a higher standard. It's about accountability and maturity. They go hand in hand. Accountability, maturity go hand in hand. Accountability, maturity. Proverbs 27 says it like this, 17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Ooh. But if you're not sharp yourself, in order for us to be rightly connected to others in a way that supports our spiritual growth, we need to ask ourselves, to whom do I hold myself accountable? To whom do I hold myself accountable? Who are you really holding yourself accountable to? To whom have I given permission? And notice I said, given permission to say to me which needs to be saved. You got to earn that. I heard somebody with a big yawn. Is that bad? I mean, I heard, I hear and see everything. I see the one that's going to sleep and I just heard that yawn. So I'm going to give you the last thing. So you can go get your nap out. Okay. The last thing. So do you have all the circles? Let me give you the last circle. You need to develop a circle of outreach. A circle of outreach. In other words, we don't want our lives to become so isolated that we are surrounded, I won't throw that up here, but we're surrounded only by Christians. We become so isolated, we only want to be surrounded by, hey, look at the Christians. We're too holy for anybody else to be around us. You need to develop friendships and relationships with those who have not yet taken the steps to follow Christ. All right. As well as those who are not quite as far along as you are. I know someone will say, well, they're not as far along as I am, so I don't have time to associate with them. That's definitely the wrong attitude. John Wesley, I'll use him here, he said, one man must have friends, or make friends, for no one ever went to heaven alone. Now, he's not saying that if you have spiritual friends, you are exempt from accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. No, he's not saying that. Get you a few spiritual friends and you good. No. What he's saying is that friends have the ability to influence one another. And we all need the right kind of friends. Yeah, we do. But there are people in your life who need your friendship. Who need you to demonstrate the qualities that we have talked about here today. They need you to demonstrate love and acceptance and affirmation and encouragement and influence and even accountability. And we should always be on the lookout for those who we can be a part of their lives, a part of our circle. There's a man who said it like this. He said, I'm a Christian today because in 1986, a guy who played on my softball team decided to be my friend. I didn't know at first that he was a preacher. I just knew that we both liked sports and we both liked talking about music. And he became the best friend I ever had. And today this man said, I'm an elder in the church, a leading person in business, happily married, grandfather. Back then, I was a 22-year-old alcoholic who needed a friend. And the right person stepped up. Who knows who you come in contact with and you just snub them off. This is the kind of friendship that we're talking about. It's brought up in Proverbs 13:20. It said, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. That's true. That's true. It also means, whenever you can, you need to be that wise person with whom others can walk and talk with. You may say, well, I need that wise person in my life, but sometimes you need to be that wise person. You got to grow up to the point where I can really walk and talk with somebody. They may not be on the same level I am. They may not be a Christian yet, but they're not going to influence me. I'm going to influence them. Sometimes, church, you need to be the one who is lifting those around you to a new level. Now, let me close by saying this. This is I qualify for this whole thing. And this message, the message we talked about, love and acceptance, who you are. Those who live lives that accept and follow. Those who have integrity can hold you accountable. These are the people you invite in your life. And this is the kind of person we need to be for others. So we made this picture. We said, together, in connection, community, with others. Those are the circles. Now, I'm going to say this, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Show me your connections. Show me your communities. The circles that surround you, and I'll show you your future. In other words, people in your circle ain't never been nowhere, ain't never done, I said ain't too, ain't been right, but they ain't never done nothing, they ain't gonna do nothing, don't have no kind of ambition, and that's who's in your circle? Help me preach. If that's who you got surrounding you and all they do is talk about people, when they're talking to people, your circle ain't going nowhere. All your circle doing is just messing. You ain't going nowhere. Your future is messy. You're going to hang around negative people and you're going to be positive. Always, every time, they never got anything good to say. Everything is so bad, but they never got an answer for anything, but they could talk about everything.